Yeah. Hi, hello everyone. This is Shanmugaraj. Welcome to Agile Biz Leaders. It is an initiative to build a global knowledge sharing platform in the domains of leadership, agile, and project management. You can join me and help me with that by subscribing to this channel or sharing my videos to our friends. Right? So, having said that, let us get into today's video. Currently, we are discussing some of the leadership ideas from the MIT Sloan School of Management. Today's topic is how do we make Gen AI work in an enterprise? This particular article has been published in July 16th of this year. Why does it matter? Leaders must rethink the way they manage people and projects to ensure that everyone reaps the efficiency and innovation benefits of generative AI. The first idea in this process could be reorganizing work around generative AI before generative AI does it for you, right? So that means you have to plan strategically well ahead based on your business. The organization models managed to survive previous advancements from the assembly line to the internet in large part because technology could contribute only so much intelligence. Ethan Molik, an associate professor at the University of Pennsylvania, writes that generative AI and LLMs are based are different because they work at a human scale. At Wharton School, for example, the team members in its Wharton Interactive Software startup, they use AI tools to generate documentation, code, marketing materials, and more, all at a cost of less than $100 a month. So, how do I go about reorganizing work around Gen AI? Molik is providing us three principles for reorganizing the work around how AI is used today and how it will be used tomorrow, right? The first principle could be enlist current AI users. Recognize that these users could be at any level in the organization and are likely or using AI without their managers be aware of it. Reassure them that using AI won't result in losing job responsibilities or wages, and that AI won't be used to monitor their every move. The second principle is let teams develop their own methods. So, typical processes that centralize project management, innovation, and strategy go far too slowly for AI. Meanwhile, consultants often struggle to determine how AI will work for a specific company. Individual teams are best suited to determining how they work best with AI, right? The third principle, anticipate rapid change. So, traditional top down change management models will fail to anticipate advances in AI models. Leaders need to adopt work processes to AI with one eye on current use cases and other on emerging models. The second idea in this process is how the friction can be beneficial, which will help users find generative AI errors, right? The recent research from MIT Sloan senior lecturer Rennie Richardson, along with MIT doctoral candidate Hyman Lee, suggests nudges can help users spot errors in text from generative AI tools with little impact on a user's efficiency. In the study of a collaboration between MIT and Accenture, users wrote executive summaries of company profiles, complete with references to available sources. Participants had access to text outputs from generative AI tool ChatGPT and were assigned to one of the three groups. One received text outputs with likely errors or omissions highlighted in specific colors. One received no such highlights, and one received outputs with likely correct passages as well as likely errors and omissions highlighted. Users in the group receiving nudges in the form of highlighted text missed fewer errors and detected more omissions. Those receiving nudges that noted correct passages spent more time completing the task. But the difference in the amount of time taken was not statistically significant for those receiving only nudges associated with errors. Right? The nudges are a form of what the researchers call beneficial friction. The Ghostline, Lee, and their co-authors offer three takeaways from these findings. Given participants' willingness to use up to 80% of a model's output, the prompt, which is the input to the generative AI tool, should be considered carefully. Making errors more conspicuous can mitigate users' overconfidence in their ability to spot errors. Experimentation is essential to understanding how humans react to outputs from machine learning tools. The third idea in this process of successful implementation of GenAI projects could be shift the AI focus from governance to enablement. AI has made inroads into healthcare with its potential to improve the workflows across organizations. Either it's streamlining administrative processes or helping doctors make diagnosis faster, right? So the MIT Initiative on Digital Economy fellow Thomas and co-author Randy write about the Mayo Clinic's experience with AI models, going so far as to describe the Minnesota-based integrated health system as the most aggressive adopter of AI among US healthcare providers. One key to Mayo Clinic's success is shifting its focus on implementing AI from governance to enablement. So while governance dictates what can or cannot be done, enablement emphasizes giving employees that latitude to build and test AI models applicable to their domain. So it helps that clinical staffs by their nature are oriented to quantitative thinking, right? So Devonport or Bean point out. So with this, we have come to the conclusion of this particular video. In this video, we talked about three ideas. How do we go about being successful with GenAI implementations, right? We talked about, rearranging your work around generative AI before GenAI does for you, right? So you need to go with bottom up approach. Then let the team figure out their own way of working with GenAI. Then we should give a safe margin of safety to them, job security and everything. And then we talked about how beneficial friction can be beneficial in implementing GenAI implementations. And then we talked about how do we use this GenAI implementation to enable your business processes rather than being a governance mechanism, right? So I hope you guys, like these kind of videos that helps you to become a better leader, right? So with that, I'm signing off. See you in next video.